Want to do a quick player, not player, man. I have a little break at work before I go back. I just wanted to touch on something I heard on the Proper Gentleman of Sports. One of the guys called in and said, well, he had a real thick country accent. Well, everybody that complains about that stands up for Rick Smith happens to be black. So, it's like, here we go again. And you know what? I have to agree with him in a sense. He has a point as far as there are a lot of people that defend Rick Smith that happen to be black. And there's a handful of non-black supporters, but most of them happen to be black. He wasn't lying. He wasn't making it up. You know what I mean? But the simple fact of the matter is, most of the people that I hear that have been dissing Rick Smith happen to be white and have thick country accents. So I mean, that could go either in either direction. But anyway, I say it's not player that a lot of people want to complain. I'm gonna say it like it is. It's a lot of white people that want to complain about black people standing up, cheering for black people's success. But the simple fact of the matter is, there's just not a lot of black representation in positions of power in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback position is still uneven. The coach's position is still uneven. The assistant coaches is still uneven. The general manager or just office personnel, period, is still uneven. So, bottom line is, the NFL or sports in general is a microcosm of what's going on in the United States. There's still not an equal playing field, and I don't care how much you don't want to admit it. It's the simple fact. It's the simple truth that black people in America still don't have the legal right to vote. It's still not a law. I've told two white people that recently, and they looked at me like I was crazy because they couldn't believe it. It's still an act that has to be re-signed every 20-something years. So, I mean, what's equal about that? So, and it's reflected in the NFL. Now, what I will say is this, and I'm going to keep it short, man. What I'll say is this. I get what he's saying about, just cheering for someone, like just a black person just cheering for a black quarterback because they're black, or just cheering for Rick Smith because he's black or what have you. You know what? I supported Rick Smith because I do want to see some black success. The more black success, then the more opportunities for not just black people, but non-whites, because the NFL is mostly, rich white men that are in the high places. But it's more opportunities for, like they want to say minorities to actually get in there when you have some success, because they can't throw those excuses out there. But the simple fact of the matter is, you have to you got to come to your senses sometimes. Sometimes your quarterback just can't play anymore. Like Donovan McNabb was great for a while, and after a while he just started stinking. His mechanics sucked, and I mean, I don't care how black you are, you have to be able to see that this dude's just not good anymore. Rick Smith just hasn't done a good job, man. I mean, so you just gotta, no matter how much we want to support the guy and really big him up, you know what I'm saying, which I did, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, yeah, we had a black president in the United States of America, but hell, out of how many? He was the 44th or something like that. You know what I mean? So you talking 200 something years, and you got one black president, and all of a sudden we supposed to be, oh, we're equal. I mean, come on, man, get real. So yeah, we get excited and get behind when a black person gets some kind of equality, get some kind of place to open up doors for others. But sometimes, man, as blacks, or let's say if it was a Sanchez, if it was Mark Sanchez or something, and the Mexican community wanted to get behind him, sometimes you just got to say when a guy stinks, man. And Rick Smith just hasn't done a good job, period. I mean, maybe he done a good job with the cap, and maybe that's why he's still around. I don't know. I'm not a capologist. What I do know is he has had a lot of flame outs. A lot of his draft picks have been flame outs. He ended up losing like Glover Quinn, who just been having a hell of a career over there in Detroit. Why didn't you keep that guy? Why is he gone and Ed Reed's not here neither? You know what I mean? That was just a bad decision. You know what I mean? So it's like, anyway, heads have to roll, man. Romeo Crennel is a black man. He's doing a horrible job as a defensive coordinator right now, and I'm Mr. Pro Black. So I mean, yeah, the guy had a point, just like Rush Limbaugh had a point, that people cheered for Donovan McNabb because he was black, and he was absolutely right, and he got fired for it. I guess it's politically correct or politically incorrect to speak on things like that, but he was absolutely right. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when he started stinking, he needed to go. You know what I mean? Rick Smith stinks. Romeo Cornell stinks. This is just looking at it from a sports fan's perspective, a human sports fan's perspective. I wanted to turn this into a player or not player, but it just kind of kept going. So I'll just say it's you know what I mean, it's real player when you can take the time to look at things for what they are, and you know, not necessarily through the colored glasses, or the white glasses or whatever. You know what I mean? Just like it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Rick Smith hasn't done a good job of personnel. He needs to be fired. Romeo Cornell's defense looks like trash. He needs to be fired, just like anybody else. Just like I said, just like when Charlie Cashley got fired because his team stunk. Rick Smith needs to be on the chopping block, man. Just plain and simple. Quarterbacks, you can't play, you stink, you gotta go. So anyway, man, I say it's player when you can actually recognize that and really, just really take a look and recognize that. I say it's not player. Two things not player. Not player is these, thick country accents folks that's calling in complaining about black people wanting our rights, because this country was founded. This country that they're so proud of was founded on people standing up for what they felt was their rights, justice, equality, and they're still not justice and equality. Have things gotten better over the past 20 years? Yeah, you know what I mean. But are they equal? Not even close. Not even close. So you know what I mean. Those people are not player when you. But I also say it's not player that if you just hold on to the fact that if Barack Obama or whatever, because I'm not into politics, but if Barack Obama was just doing a stinking job, if he was stinking everything up, and you just supporting him anyway, and he stunk and he didn't do anything for anybody but himself and his partners, you know what I mean? I don't give a damn how black he is. Get him out of there. You know? So that's not player. That's not player at all. You know what I mean? Player is seeing things for what they are, period, from all angles. See things for what they are, and be fair. So anyway, like I said, I didn't mean for this to be so long, but I couldn't put all that into 1 minute. So peace.